We're Group S101, media group from Long Road. We made a music video to Macklemore's 10,000 Hours from the album The Heist. We're just going to talk about, the video we made, because we showed it to some people, people from our class, teacher, family, friends, a lot of people, and we got a lot of feedback from it, and we're going to discuss it for you, and for ourselves. We're going to talk about, our opinions on the feedback, and also what we'll spin off that, how we made it, why we made it like that, and sort of, just a general what people think of it and why we think people think that and how we try to make people think that kind of thing. Should we just introduce ourselves? This is...
I'm Matt. I handled casting, lighting, and also performing as well.
Yeah, I'm Freddie Wright. I directed it. Main editor, but we all kind of dabbled in with that. Main camera, but again, we all dabbled in with that.
Well, I couldn't.
Well, you didn't, because you were in front of the camera. And I kind of, made sure things were on track, kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm Peter Chambers. I dealt with sort of all the behind-the-scenes stuff, so I was in charge of costume, sort of dealing with all the props and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll get started. See if we can press play. If it works. It's working.
Right, so for our opening, we had a speech that was performed by Macklemore himself, and it really helps tie in the intro.
Yeah, the link from it was that this is the speech that he does before every single performance of this song, and this song's always the first song he does at his gigs.
We could have put some visuals in there as well, but
we tried it. I came up with a little text idea that I run by you two, and kind of you two helped me on. But it kind of didn't feel right with the thing. It was far too quick, far too snappy, and it would have to be quick and snappy to keep up with him because he talks quickly. And we just didn't really go with it. And we felt, having a black screen was almost, it kind of looked right. So, yeah.
And then we have this intro shot. And we were really lucky with that.
Yeah.
As the sun was going down, our eyes could see the scene. We wasn't sure whether the camera would be able to pick it up. And when we got to starting to shoot it, we really couldn't see it ourselves. So we were really lucky that the camera managed to pick the skyline up, and especially the trees and bushes.
Because this was just to see the lights of the car kind of come in.
Yeah.
But it was almost a happy mistake. Well, that wasn't a mistake, we meant that. And it really works well, and the audience, when they watched it, they didn't even wait to the end. They kind of like, oh, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, they pointed out straight away as soon as I saw it.
Beautiful shot.
Really powerful intro, and a really strong intro, and it really sort of started us off well.
And it's quite a long intro if you think about the one shot. It's
and then we have these lights coming on.
As soon as the music hits, both side lights are on the side cars.
It really emphasises the point. It's the convention from Goodwin's conventions, and it's the visuals match the audio from the audio from the track, and it's one of the conventions we followed. It didn't. So this one we didn't challenge it, and it works well.
People also commented on the flash and the lights.
Yeah, that little pulse.
The pulse did well, as the kind of music that's going on in the background. Yeah. It works well.
And you just see this little figure
getting out of the car.
And it worked well. It visually sets the scene. It's one of the really nice shots.
Luckily, we didn't see you can just about see the lights in the car, but you can't see the car interior itself. So we're lucky in that.
It works really well. Yeah. And these the cars were simply just our own cars. Like we just kind of parked in a little circle. It worked well. And this field was a really good location, well found by Matt. Yeah. People really commented on it and really felt it was really strong.
It really served purpose as well, because we could do so much with that.
Yeah.
Because of how vast and open it was.
Yeah, it really was. And
then we have this fade.
This transition, Addictive Dissolve, is the name of it. Do you want to talk about it?
The Addictive Dissolve, what it is where the whereas we've got a bit of filming that is either too long, too short, you can double it up and then squeeze it together, and you get that fast walk, and in the slow walk up to it, it kind of it gets it to fit in, and then you can carry on with the rest of the music video. It's just a good edit to do, looking fancy, and also continuation of it.
And it really fits with the whole theme of what we're going for.
Really does.
So.
I think it looks good. And, this lip syncing was really on point.
Top notch.
I think Matt did well then.
The lip syncing right at the start is brilliant. I mean, it kind of deteriorates as we get along and then gets better again.
I think that's down to the conditions we're in, which we'll talk about later. But I think and just pause it here. This as you can see, the environment's changed. This was kind of a happy mistake. Well, it wasn't deliberate.
We had to use a second location.
Yeah,
to
because
sort of
it got to the night and we couldn't continue filming, which it was too cold. Actor was struggling.
Light was going, and we couldn't really see.
Running out of petrol in our cars.
Yeah, because the cars are constantly turned on. I mean, if I leave the lights on my car too often, too long, even if whether it's like 2 minutes without the engine going, the battery dies.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to keep the engines running. And we were all getting really cold, and it was getting late.
And
so we needed a second.
It wasn't practical at all.
No, we needed a second shooting.
And then we talked to our teacher, who talked to Matt, who helped get a location, and it was just literally the darkroom.
A photography darkroom, I mean, you can see.
For 16 and 17.
Yeah, you can see in the background there. All bits that help you along with your work in photography, but I mean the main focus on this shot here is the dust that got picked up in the
again
the light.
Happy mistake. This was Peter's camera work because I wasn't there. It was
you were off editing.
I was editing. And it worked really well. And
it's just something that we.
It's not something we were going to do, but
it's
really
something
worked.
we like. We like it. It looks pretty. We like it.
Yeah, it came from one of the videos we looked at in pre-production. It had this light with all the dust coming, and it's kind of replicating that, and it really it fits, like you said earlier, fits with the feel of the video.
It's just one of those things we tried out and we liked it, so we kept it.
Yeah, it worked well.
These are parts where it gets a little bit too dark.
Yeah.
Due to the front light running out of juice.
Yeah, because we had another light with us, which we had our runner Henry use a reflector to reflect it on the face while we were doing other stuff because we didn't have enough people. But it ran out of battery, so we got these shots. Some moments I like it, and I think a few people said they didn't mind it, but again, it would have been better if we could have that light, but it just wasn't going to happen. But there's a fitness. No, it's not yet. Again, lip syncing on point. This shot, you really liked it.
It's just great. It was one of the 3 things we decided we wanted to keep in from the original rough cut.
Yeah, because people said they liked it, so
we thought we'd keep it. And
it's just one of those small things, small shots, small little pull of a focus. Which works.
3 main features we kept and we had to keep was the first, the lighting, second, the breathing, and then third was this.
Which was your idea.
The hitting of the beat.
Which is just so on beat and it's powerful.
I think the timing was really good. I think there was one punch which was a bit slow, so we had to slow it down a bit. But that made it look better. It's almost like the tension building and bam, it's out.
Yeah, because it's slow, quick.
Yeah, it worked. It worked really well. That was Matt's idea.
That's something
good performing by Matt.
We're all proud of.
Which he always got giddy when he saw.
Yeah.
And it
Matt
worked.
just sort of freaks out a bit when he sees it.
Again, this is a bit someone commented on afterwards to me. This bit where you grab. She said she didn't know if it signified anything. Or,
it brings.
But it's just a little thing that really we didn't even say to do it. You just did it.
Yeah, it's one of those.
And I just
things.
so happened to point the camera to, and it really brings the audience into your performance. And
It's
I think
lucky that we
the
connect.
performance
the audience and,
was really good.
So one of those things, like you get so into the song and you're in character so well that bringing it in is kind of one of the things you have to do. Just that sucking like the environment in.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about a lot of this acting. It's so natural. It's not like scripted, so it just feels sincere. And that point to camera.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier with some other people. They said, you know, it kind of
the minimal
and it's
action, like the minimal interaction with the camera. It's good
makes
because it is
so much more powerful.
And it's almost saying to the audience, you know, I know you're there, but I'm so into this.
Yeah, I'm so focused
that, you know, I'm not always interacting with you. And then he looks at the camera and it goes to a live concert where he is interacting with this massive audience, his dream, and it's just like, it's the nice transition between.
It's just showing what his dream is.
Yeah.
The dream that's
and it's connecting
by this audience.
By looking at us by looking at us, his audience, he's connecting his dream to him at that moment. And I think it worked well. I think, you know, that was a good call by Matt or Peter. I think it was Matt.
Yeah, and just something that happened.
Yeah. I think one of the best things about this is, you know, we kind of left it open, accepted changes. We accepted, you know, actually that was an accident. That looked really good.
Yeah.
We weren't afraid to, you know, accept that accidents can help us.
We weren't afraid to experiment on the day either. Like,
because we had this storyboards, we had, you know, had a plan, but as you said, we weren't, you know,
we weren't sticking to it solidly. We were allowing for like change and like the thing that took us. And, like, because on the night you never know what's going to happen, and so we were happy to roll with it.
And moving on before we run out of time, this is source footage from Macklemore's crowd shots, concerts,
from
his actual concerts, which we put in the chorus where she's singing, because we felt that
having a performer to sing it just didn't fit in with what we have. I mean, what it is it's Macklemore on his own. He's just parked his car there.
He hasn't got the resources to bring someone else in.
There's no one else there.
Dream.
Yeah.
And he's working hard in a car park, or what is meant to be looking as a car park.
Yeah.
Or a dark room.
And
he's working on his own, so why bring someone else in to work with him?
Just detracts
it's
from
his
the
dream, not someone else's.
It's
so we thought, we thought a visual metaphor, or of the 10,000 hours, you know, a visual metaphor of 10,000 hours
would suit it much
10,000
better.
hands in that.
It just suits it better than another singer. And some people questioned us on that. We kind of made our point, and they go, "Do you know what? You're right. It did work. It works better now." Now I watch it again, and I think, that's good.
A better decision.
I think
we thought hard about it. We looked
as much as there's madness.
We tried out having someone come in and do it, but it just didn't look right.
Yeah, because one of the ideas was to have someone dancing in it, and it just didn't suit the tone of it at all.
No.
You know,
it took away from Matt's performance and the sincereness
Matt's meant to
of
be
that.
the focus, and I think this crowd we've got more people in there. It's not saying Matt's the only guy in there, but
there's people to see.
There's no one with one single person we're focusing.
Yeah,
it's an embodiment of people, not one person. So to feel someone, you in one frame is much more significant than lots of people in one frame.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people draw to you, or people, this, you know, it works better.
Probably should have just kept this going.
Yeah, but we can cut it.
Good line at that concert.
Yeah, that concert. Anyone who, big inspiration to us was this concert. It was a Radio 1 big weekend where he performs "Can't Hold Us," which one of my favourite songs. It was a big inspiration to our work.
Where he actually does have 10,000 hands carrying.
Yeah, he's literally standing, crowd surfing, standing. And it was incredible.
Yeah,
really influenced
impressive.
Matt's performance. Really influenced our tone of work.
Really influenced the way where you're doing the camera work.
Yeah, because one of the main things we said, we got to
Matt and focus on Matt so much more.
Yeah, because we said we've really got to understand Macklemore. Looked at all his concerts and that was one of the big ones that really inspired our work.
Yeah, that's something we did.
Check it out.
You can play. Something we did do is make sure we understood what Macklemore does and what Macklemore is about.
What he represents.
Yeah. So this is another one where it's so dark you can't see. That's because our light turned out. And this one here, the light's still there. This is one of the first shoots.
Yeah.
The light's still there, so we can see.
You kind of see the slow transition of lip syncing where it kind of goes down. It's so cold out there. We can't even stress how cold it was. Middle of the field, nothing to protect us from wind.
Yeah, I mean, it was open, and I'm cold. I'm in like an open top, so freezing cold.
Yeah.
And then this bit is so good. It's got Matt just sort of there
in the background.
It's the link between, you know, we talked about
linking the dream in.
Yeah, we talked about linking the dream in with when he looks at the camera. You know, that transition. This is where it's like, do you know what? They are the same person. You know, this is them. This is him doing
working,
what he does best.
Him working when he was in the past, and now he's at a concert, and he's living the dream now. He's worked for it, and that's what he's doing in the.
And this specific one where you got Macklemore and our Macklemore on top of each other, they are the same person, and you know this is what he thinks he's doing even when he's alone. He practices in and out
putting in those
all the
hours.
time. Even if it's in a dark room or a car park or a field, he puts in hours, which then links to the whole thing. 10,000 hours. We really want to emphasise the point of the speech. We think some people would listen to this. Oh, it's just a rap song, but there's so much more depth to this.
So much meaning.
Yeah, I mean, one of the quotes you liked and you made us put on the box was
a life lived on art is never a life wasted.
Yeah, which is it's really powerful. We really wanted to link through that he does a lot, and he tries. He's not just some rap artist who doesn't do anything. He's we really want to emphasise the meaning to it in our video.
Yeah. And this entire thing is proving that
soft focusing as well, it just works.
Yeah,
it's purpose.
There's a very soft edge to it. I like it.
Yeah.
I think quite a lot of people liked it. People seem to like our video. They said positive things more than negative things. So one of the negative things was it's too dark, and it was. I think that's one of that it wasn't something we could really deal with.
Yeah, we had no other source of light that we could use at that point.
Because
ones had died.
And we tried doing a bit of darkening in the other shots that we did in the first take, in the rough cut. It just didn't work as well. There was no. I always feel, and I think these two agreed with me, that to get it in camera is much more powerful because it looks real. If you see. Massively inspired by Christopher Nolan, even though he's a filmmaker. There's an aspect that is in camera. There's no effects. There's nothing we're adding in. Maybe we're making something blacker. Maybe we're doing that, but it's not altering the lighting or anything like that. And I think we felt really strong about that. And the outcome is realistic. It doesn't feel wrong. It doesn't feel fake. What you see is what you get.
And then this shot. The final shot that we have is just one continuous shot. It's quite a long shot.
One of my favourite shots of the whole thing.
It's so powerful, and we've used After Effects to get rid of all the
stuff behind.
So it's just Matt.
It's singling out Matt, and it works well.
Yeah,
I think that it's the whole.
We've achieved that low key shot that we've wanted to get.
His saying, it's kind of the down to ground bit where if you listen to the lyrics, it's like that's it. It's just me. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm passionate about. This is just the side thing. He could perform. I think he's saying that he could perform wherever he wants. He could perform it in front of no one. He would still continue to because he loves it. The fans, the crowds is a side thing, and I think
he'll still give it 100% no matter who.
And this is what
all that matters to him is the song and him and his relationship with the song.
Yeah, I think this shot really signified that, and a lot of people we talked to really got that. They really understood that, and it's one of because it's the last thing you see in a music video. They really understood it, and it's one of the first things they said to us. This was Peter's work in the darkroom. He was filming that bit, and
Matt's
took you a few attempts, but you
it
went
took
through
us
it.
a lot.
You went through it, and it was for dedication. 10,000 hours.
I mean, this bit here where I'm repeating myself, where I repeated twice about the end of the show. We did it 8 times just to make sure we got it right. We got the actions that on my hands right.
So important,
we repeated it, and the lip sync
was just so important to us, but we needed to get it right.
And we always talked about not having enough time, but I think when we had the time, we put the effort in, and it worked well. And I think
it really sort of brings a bit of symmetry, because we've got that opening shot where we're bringing in the lights and lighting them up, and this one they're all dipping out, and it brings in some symmetry to it and closes it up.
The way we finished the video with arms out is the way we started, don't we?
Yeah.
We start with the arms out and we finish it that way.
Yeah.
And then as the welcome to the heist comes in and repeats, we've got the words there to just finalise it off, just tip it.
Because this song it's not just another Macklemore song. It's the first song. It's the first song of the heist, which is his album. It's the first song that he always does in performance after his speech. It's introducing him as an artist and what he's passionate about, and we felt that we really had to do that justice.
Yeah.